$700 for this. If you have never seen cactus blooms, they typically bloom at night. This is what they look like. They're quite beautiful. I'm gonna miss that too. Well, our little walk and talk was so successful the other day that I thought I would give you another one. It's Friday. I haven't done the math. It's Friday, so we've got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. 5 days. Until we leave. 5 days. So I left you on the cliffhanger of, would I make it to get something done with the dentist? Well, that still remains to be seen. I called them first thing, and they said, oh, no problem. You had a night guard made here before, and since we digitally scan teeth, we've still got the digital scan. By the way, guess what type of season it is here? Yeah, it's cockroach season. Oh, anyway. So, we're not going to get a sunrise either this morning. Sunrise was a few minutes ago, but it's nothing today. It's overcast. You can just see glow, but not even a very impressive one. So, digital scan. Said, no problem. We can just go back to the digital scan. We can send that down to the people who make the night guards, and we can have that to you in just a few days. And I'm like, okay, well, that's great. I guess let's go ahead and do that. Then they call me back in 30 minutes and they say, oh, unfortunately, we use a different digital scanner now, and we can no longer read the digital files of your tooth scan. So you'll have to come in and do another one. Can you come in tomorrow morning? So I had to go in the next day, and they absolutely, positively promised me that they'll have this done by Wednesday. And in fact, they scheduled me in to pick it up on Tuesday, but they said they'd call me if it was done early. It hasn't been done early yet, and they're closed on Fridays, so there's definitely going to be no movement between now and Monday at the earliest. And it's $700. That's an exaggeration. It's $680. So that's no good. Just another big-ass expense that I just don't need this month. So our packing adventure, like I've already told you, I've tried so many different packing arrangements to try to ship some of our stuff, but the prices are just absurd. So it really is just down to the Brompton and one box of teaching supplies that my wife has that she wants to take. And so we've packed everything else into our luggage. And when I say we've packed, I mean my wife has packed. And she spent a good portion of yesterday balancing it out, because there's a 50-pound weight limit on each piece of luggage. And she's now balanced them out, so they're all 4 full-size luggage, and they're all balanced at somewhere between 46 and 49 pounds. And if you think about that, that's each person is going to be manhandling 100 pounds of luggage in 2 bags. which that's a lot of fun. She bought these straps that are designed to carry two pieces of luggage in tandem. I don't know whether they've truly been set. They're strong enough to hold that, but hopefully we get to Phoenix Sky Harbor and we get those checked right away, and we don't see them again until we get to Taipei. Well, Taoyuan. I'm not sure what time of the morning we arrive. I guess I could work it out. Let's see. We leave at about 1 in the morning from Seattle. It's about 11 or 12 hours from Seattle across. So that would be the equivalent of 2 in the afternoon. And 2 in the afternoon, you add 15 hours, is, well, let's see, that would be 5 a.m. in Taiwan. I'm guessing the MRT isn't running that early. So someone will have to pick us up. That's her end. That's her end of the equation. Managing the transport. We've been saying goodbye to friends. Gone out for pizza 2 nights in a row here. Last night I had dinner with David, who is my best friend. He was my best man. We've been friends for 40 years. And then the night before, my friend Jeff, who I've known, I think, even a little longer. And he also is one of the 2 people who flew to Taiwan in 1998 to attend my second wedding. We got legally married here in the United States. Had ceremony for my family and friends, and her family, her friends here. And then we went to Taiwan and had a second ceremony at the Catholic Cathedral at thereby in the Dan district for the benefit of her very Catholic family. And David and Jeff came to Taiwan and stood with me. And then they got to see some of the others. Well, it was so long ago. There was only one subway line in Taipei, the Brown Line. And it's hard to imagine Taipei now without the subway. And then we went out to Sun Moon Lake so they could see that. And this was before the big earthquake. And we were able to go out to the little island that's out there. I can't remember its name. Of course, you're not allowed to go there anymore because it's sacred. Oh, did you hear the dripping sarcasm in my voice there? I myself am a native indigenous person here in the United States, and I don't got no cotton with sacred. But anyway, so we got to go out there, and let's see, where else did we? They had a great time. I had a great time too. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a amusement park, an Aboriginal amusement park. Aboriginal. It's a theme park. It sort of is an amusement park, and it's sort of an Aboriginal village culture park. I don't know, it's somewhere near Taichung. And he went there, and Jeff loved that because he got to go on a roller coaster that in the United States they wouldn't allow him on because they'd usually have a weight limit. And he loved roller coasters. I hate roller coasters, so I didn't go on it. And then, let's see what else. We also took them to Yellow. Okay, well, we've just cut a section out manually where I was walking past a house where a guy is on the front doorstep of a home shouting at them at 5:45 in the morning, and he's accusing them of running a meth house and raping underage children, and how, I know it's something of a problem when you're trying to sell your house or something, and how he's been arrested for trying to report them. And, well, that's cute. And, yeah, he's screaming that at the top of his lungs on their front porch. I can only imagine it would be a little while before the police arrive. Maybe. Unless, of course, it really is a meth house where they're raping young children. But, there you go. The sun is well and truly up now. No beautiful sunrise this morning. Every time I reposition the camera, I have to turn it the other way. When I turn it back, it's pointing too low. Part of the auto settings on the gimbal. Anyway, 5 days, luggage packed. Oh, we did get some good news. So, I told you about how the visa thing and has to be convert the visas to resident visas and then convert the resident visas to ARCs and then do all that horse doo-doo that might take months. And so we contacted the school liaison and we said we want to get started on that right away. And, we didn't want to conflict with anything that he needed to do. So we're like, what do you propose that we do? And, can we go down to the Bureau of Consular Affairs on day one? And what steps should we try to get accomplished? And he said, I will meet you in Taipei and have this. And he gave us a list of what he wanted. Like 10 passport photos and all our certified documents and, all of that stuff. Stuff that's all been supplied and we all have it. But, he enumerated it and said, and our passports and visas, I might add. And he said, I'll collect those from you in Taipei, and I will get this sorted out. And I will get your ARCs. I'm like, okay. That kind of sounds like he can do it all in one fell swoop. And he's going to take them all to Shinju, where he'll deal with their office down there, which presumably he deals with all the time. But that's promising. That's the first promising news I've had on the visa front in a long time. I'm encouraged that we might actually get this sorted out by, I don't know, maybe even August 1st. That would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. But we will see. I'm sure there will be more video excitement if indeed listening to my trials and tribulations with paperwork counts as video excitement. I have a bad feeling this is another long one this morning. And I'm going to leave it there to say that time is running out.